Well, here we have Dune. We don't have Halloween Kills, which makes no sense as to why that's not out. So, yeah, there we go. We have Dune. Very, very cool. I now have to go ask somebody to go get this out. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is like an every week occurrence here. I am back home. I'm going to quickly show off what I got for you guys today because it's not really that much. Uh, but then we're going to venture into something that I really want to talk about because it's something that's starting to really stress me. Um, and it's got to be talked about. So up first, I did pick up the Blu-ray DVD digital code combo pack Target exclusive edition of Dune. I picked this up because I realized that their exclusive has like the changeable cover art cards, which is really, really awesome. I love that they're doing these. Saw this in theaters. This was really, really good, and I am very much looking forward to the second half coming out next year, 2023. But yeah, looks like it's packed with a bunch of features, so very excited to revisit that. And then pretty much a good transition. The Blu-ray DVD digital code combo pack of Halloween Kills. This comes with both the 105-minute theatrical cut, which is what I reviewed for you guys on this very series a few months ago, and the 109-minute extended cut. Very cool. It also comes with actually a healthy amount of special features, so really, really cool. As I said, saw this in theaters. Actually saw it in an advanced screening with my buddy Tim Hale. Very, very good movie. I really enjoyed this. I know a lot of people did not care for this. I really enjoyed it. Very excited to see what Halloween Ends brings to us this year. So that's it. I was also on the lookout for Mask, but I couldn't find that. So it is what it is. I hope they have Titane next week. That's another Neon movie. If they don't, oh well. So here's what I want to talk about. I waited purposefully until later tonight when I was home and sort of calmed down to talk about this. Because this has been a problem that I've been encountering the last few weeks for not only just doing this series, but for just finding these movies in general. Um, that is stores not having the stock out and employees being blatantly disrespectful or just straight up unintelligent and not helping when being asked. Now, to preface this, I want to state I understand that it's 2022. We're still feeling the wrath of the pandemic, and there's a labor shortage. I don't know if it's as bad as it was a few months ago, but I know that it's still sort of a thing that's going on. So the motto is, be grateful to the ones that did show up to work. Great, that's fine. I'm all for that. Have a pleasant attitude and customer service. I am not being a dick when I walk into these stores. I don't go, um, hey, where the F is this copy of this movie? It should be out. What are you, stupid? Are you not doing your job? No. If I see something, if I see an empty shelf, I already get upset because I know that that person is not going to help me out. Because either they're going to walk in the back and take 25 minutes, um, or they're just not going to help me out. I've had that happen. Blue Bayou, I went to this one Target. I almost screamed because I said, I was looking for Blue Bayou, and I said, okay, it's showing here that you have it in store. And the guy goes, well, yeah, it says we have two on the floor, and they haven't been checked out of the store. And I'm like, okay. We went over, there weren't any on the shelf. He goes, well, then we don't have any. I'm like, do you guys like have a box or anything? I said, because you guys don't have. I called them out. I said, you guys don't even have No Time to Die out. I think they had like two DVD copies of No Time to Die, maybe a Blu-ray or a 4K. Um, no, actually, no, they had the standee out. But I was like, you guys don't have any copies of the Many Saints of Newark or Fortress or any of the other stuff that came out today. I was like, I said, could you just like maybe see if it's in the back or something? And he looks at me and he goes, well, if it's not out on the floor, we don't have it. And it was his tone and everything that really just set me off. Now, I don't care about the movie. I care about the way I was spoken to. Spoke to? When you are in customer service, I I worked in retail for 4 years. It's awful. I get it. That's why I make sure to go in and treat everybody with respect. The second you don't is when my switch gets flipped and I start getting really pissed. So I looked at the guy and I said, so I am a customer, I am asking for help, and you're basically saying, no, I can't help you, I don't want to help you. He goes, well, it's not on the floor. And I said, I asked if you could see if maybe there is something in the back, because there's also additional stock here that's not. It was also 10 o'clock at night. How the hell do you not have your stock out before the damn store opens? I really don't understand that. That is not me being petty. If somebody's grocery shopping, and somebody's supposed to put that stock out, if somebody's Christmas shopping, or shopping for a holiday, and they need like food or presents or something, that stock should be out. Everything in the store, whether it be something as trivial as movies or something as important as food, it needs to be out on the shelves. I'll give you a perfect example. I worked in a grocery store. I worked in a deli for 4 years. Sometimes I would open with my one supervisor who was cool. She was a very cool supervisor. I enjoyed working the morning shifts with her because she was a hard worker. I knew stuff was going to get done that day. And so I would go in an hour before the store opened. We had to make sure that rotisserie chickens were in the oven at like 6 a.m. Yes, as disgusting as that sounds, and as disgusting as it was to experience, had to make sure that was done. Was that done? Pretty much every time. We had to make sure that the pre-made salads were out in the salad container that you see at the very end of the deli, like the potato salad, the macaroni salad, the coleslaw. Was that done every day? You're damn right it was. We had to make sure that these sliced-to-go, the pre-sliced packages of meat and cheese were out, and the pre-made subs and salads were out before the store opened at 7 o'clock in the morning. Was that out every day? You bet your ass it was. You bet your ass it was. And we got it done every time. Now, I'm not saying that every time is perfect. There could be times when you're running behind and you forget to do a thing or two before the store opens. That's fine. But when it becomes an every time occurrence, that's when it's... The Target that I went to this morning still doesn't have copies of The Many Saints of Newark out, and that came out 3 weeks ago. They don't have any. They don't have any other copies of No Time to Die. They don't have anything. It's really frustrating. So this morning when I went into Target and I said I'm gonna have to see if somebody or no, actually no, it was Target. Best Buy. I said this. Target. I said Halloween Kills is not out on the shelf. They have the SKU numbers. I don't know why it wouldn't be on there. When I pressed stop on my camera or on my phone, an employee overheard me, and he literally looked at me and he said, "We didn't get any copies of that." And I looked at him and I said, "I doubt that very much." And I did. I said, "You're telling me that you got no copies of this?" I said, you have three different placements for it: DVD, Blu-ray, 4K. You didn't get any copies? He goes, studio didn't send us any. Um, which, okay, studio obviously sent you some copies of Dune. You had a full standee out for that. Whatever. So I left. I was like, it wasn't a big deal to get worked up over it. I was like, I got my lunch break. That's when I'll just go to Best Buy, and that's when I'll pick it up. So here's where we run into the trouble with Best Buy. As you saw when I walked in, this is where I really got angry because of just the way I was spoken to and how I just wasn't given any help. I walked in, and on the new release shelf, they had two copies of this on 4K. So I said, in the video is when I said, I'm going to have to ask somebody to go into the back to get it. Now, normally, I was looking for the one employee that I look for who's normally there every Tuesday, and every time, if there's something that is supposed to be out there, he will go up, he will scan the SKU, and he goes, we have some in the back. He goes, I don't know why they didn't bring them out. Hold on. No, instead, what do? I can't find that guy. I find somebody else. And I asked him, I said, excuse me, do you have any regular Blu-ray copies of Halloween Kills? He goes, yeah, sure. First of all, he goes over to the new release, like, I don't know, the circular, the spindle or whatever, which already, I mean, I kind of find a little insulting because that would just mean that I didn't look, which I did. I looked over that thing 3 times, and I only found... I looked over it 3 times to make sure that nobody put it in the wrong spot, because you never know with people and workers and customers in general. So the guy looks over, he goes, oh, well, it's right here. He goes, it's the Ultra HD and the Blu-ray and everything. I said, I am just looking for the Blu-ray. He goes, just strictly Blu-ray, okay. That's what I said. I wouldn't have called him over if I was looking for the 4K. I would have been incredibly stupid to point out, hey, they have it on 4K. Why can't I find a copy of it on 4K? Really? So the guy looks it up in his computer system, and he says, it's showing we have no copies here. That, really? I don't believe that. So I looked over, and I said, you have no copies of this at all. He goes, none. I said, you have the SKU out for it. I said, a lot of times when I come here, they haven't brought out some of the stuff yet. I said, is it maybe in the back? He goes, well, if the 4K's out, then the Blu-ray should have been out. Again, kind of refusing to help. And I know all of this is making me sound like very petty and entitled. I'm sorry. This is something that frustrates me. So I look over on his computer, and I find out that what this guy looked up was the steelbook, the 4K steelbook of Halloween Kills. And I said, sir, that is not what I want. I want the regular Blu-ray of Halloween Kills. He goes, okay, my apologies. He looks it up. He goes, we don't have any in the store. I said, you really don't have any copies of this? I said, I've been to 3 stores today. They're all saying that, I said, and it's not because that this thing is a hot commodity and it's getting sold out. It's because people are saying that it wasn't getting sent to them. He goes, well, I'm telling you the truth. Sure. It didn't get sent to us. And I said, that's whatever. And I left. The guy was in mid-sentence and I left. I know that's rude. If I didn't leave, I was going to start cursing. So what did I do? I ended up going across the street to Walmart. The guy over in electronics now recognizes me. He knows who I am. And I have to say, for as much as I shit-talk them, Walmart came through 100% today. Not only was the guy ecstatic to see me, he goes, "Hey, you came in a little late today because my break was a little later than usual today." I said, "Yeah." I said, he goes, "What are you looking for today? Hopefully we have it." And he felt bad because last time I was looking for some stuff and they couldn't really find it. I said, "Today I'm just looking for Halloween Kills on Blu-ray." Snaps his fingers. He goes, "I know we have that one because I saw it in the box." He goes over to his cart. He opens the box. Few DVD copies, few 4K copies, few Blu-ray copies. He pulls out the Blu-ray. He goes, "This is the one you're looking for?" I said, "Yep." He rang me out. We said, "Have a nice day." Wow. I literally, my jaw dropped. I was like, as much as I badmouthed them, they actually were the only ones who were not only very enthusiastic and went above and beyond, but they actually did their jobs. Like I said, this is not meant to come across as petty, because I wasn't the only one that had this problem. I texted Austin and I said, "This is nuts," and he goes, "I'm having the same problem as you are," because there was something where Best Buy was messing around. Apparently they didn't have the 4K steelbooks out, and they kept saying that it was getting delayed as they were looking it up on their website, and it was showing release date January 11th. Today is January 11th. So he encountered some frustration on his own, and I texted a couple other people. They were like, "We're having trouble with this too." This is all because, and I understand physical media is kind of not as prevalent in big box stores like Walmart, Target, and Best Buy anymore as it once was. I mean, their movie sections are basically a shelf, and that's it. But still, when you're in retail, I don't understand the concept of, because these employees get annoyed when you ask them if you have something that you're clearly advertising on your shelf. I'm sorry that I am a customer and I'm asking where this item is when it should be right here. So that was my rant. I do feel a little better now that I got that off my chest. It's just these are two big titles. I never expected to come across this much hassle with this one title. It's ridiculous. Anyway, how was your Blu-ray Tuesday? Was it better than mine? I hope so. Uh, if I encounter this problem again, I'm just gonna jump out my window. I'm on the second floor. I'll jump out my window. I'll land in a snowbank. Uh, so that's it, guys. I know I went on a very long rant. I do apologize, but as I said, that's just, that pisses me off. I mean, I will see you all next Tuesday. Next Tuesday is supposed to be Titane, which I won't be too upset if they don't have that on the shelves, because that is kind of like a genre title. But if I have problems with trying to get Last Night in Soho or The Addams Family 2, I'm going to lose it. So that's it. Bye, guys.